Welcome back to my motherfucking channel, guys. So I did a little voting, see what I would do. Sadly, my mom did not let me do the video of my brother doing my makeup. She just said no, he cannot do it. So I'm going to do a story time about the only year I stayed in high school, which was 9th grade year. So let's get to it. So I graduated 8th grade year and went to 9th grade, which was high school. And that was a year where my older sister had told me, she specifically said, don't go fuck up your 9th grade year, sis. Don't go ditch, do your work, get your shit together, it's high school. Don't go fuck it up. And for me, that was a year that I did not give a fuck. It was the point where, fucking, wherever I go in life, If you ever been there, you'll know how I was. Anyways, so 9th grade year, I was ditching, smoking weed, drinking. I was hardly never in school, to be honest. I kind of regret it, but I'm happy that I end up graduating, But high school was just, I don't know, I just didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. I would just always smoke. I would go to school high. And I didn't listen to my sister. Whatever she told me went, boop, right through the other fucking ear. I was like, fuck it, dude. Shit happens. So, there was this one time where I got super fucking lit. Lit. And I had went to my computer class. Oh, I hated him, honestly. I don't know what was his name. Mr. Hill? Something like that. But my computer teacher knew I was always high. We were reeking. He honestly he thought that we weren't going to make it in life. Like, he's like, dude, they ain't going to graduate, And honestly, we didn't care. We had a D in that class. I'm surprised it wasn't an F, though. Anyways, there was a couple teachers that knew that we were just fucking up. This other class, I had health and wellness, sadly, with Mr. Crackiello. And he knew I would always come in high. But there was this one time he got, like, really mad. We were doing an experiment. I don't know if my classmates from that class remember. But it was an experiment of, like, how STDs can go around that quick by just that person that's infected drinking out of the cup and others drinking out of that cup. So we were all in a group, and in that group, one person was infected with STDs. And for some reason, I was just laughing like so much. I thought it was funny, I really didn't give a fuck about it, I don't know, dude. I just didn't care about school, so it was just like, fuck it, So, I had my group and stuff, and, well, two of my people from our group were infected with CDs. And then, he went over it, like, this is how it can spread that easily. You guys need to be careful, especially at parties. I know some of you guys like to party and all this. It spreads, and it spreads fast. So, I don't know, I just thought it was funny, and, like, he was like, Lisa, can you step outside real quick? And I was like, what the fuck does he want, So, I step outside. I always have problems with him, dude. I always did. And I stepped outside, and he's like, you've been smiling, and you've been coming into my class like that. And I was just, like, in my head, like, nah, this nigga don't know nothing. He's like, I want you to get your stuff together, And I was like, what are you talking about? You're going to the office. And I was like, what? Dude, I had always problems. So, yeah. Went to the office, and they knew I was high. I got suspended. I ended up coming back after 3 days. And I had problems with the other teacher, Miss Miss Stoll, something like that. Like, we always had problems, though. Like, she didn't like me for shit. She thought I had a big mouth, which I did, which I didn't give a fuck at that point either. And then she was always judgmental, like, you ain't gonna be no one in life. She would always send me to the office, even though half the time it was not my fault. So yes, I kind of defended myself. Sometimes my classmates would be like, whoa, you really talk back to her like that? And why didn't give a fuck, So I went to the office, and they weren't surprised, the office, they're like, wow, again, you're here. So, yeah. And I don't know if the principal was Mr. Rodriguez, or I forgot his last name. But he did not like me and my group for shit. He literally wanted us all out of fucking high school. Dead ass. So, I still was there, I was doing my shit. Didn't give a fuck. And there was this one time where we would leave for lunch. And we would go to this abandoned house. We would smoke. We would have a good time. Come back after lunch, go to class. We were lit. And it was right after lunch, dude, it was computer class. Like, we love fucking going lit to fucking computer class. And just, like, going on the fucking games, And the teacher didn't give a fuck because he knew, like, they ain't caring about their grade. So, like, while everyone was, like, typing, doing the keyboarding and shit, we would always fuck around and be on games. So, we noticed that when we were going to the abandoned house, more and more people started going. So, eventually, we needed to find a new spot. And we were pretty dumb about that. We ended up deciding to smoke in an alley. Which, that didn't go good. But, we ended up going in the alley one day. And we were smoking, me and two other of my friends. We were getting pretty fucking stoned. And that's when I was a pothead, like a real time pothead. I would smoke every damn day. And, that was our spot for a couple of weeks. And then this one time, we fucked up big time. Because it was like a fence, but there was like a gap. Like a gap where you can like kind of hide. But it was just all bad, So we didn't really care. We would stand in the middle of the alley, smoking, thinking cops won't pass by, and all that shit. Well, this one time, a cop drove by, but we didn't really pay attention to it. I was like, oh, he didn't see us. So, we still sparked it up. So we were smoking, talking, chattering it up. Cop comes back. We freaked the fuck out. My fucking friend literally jumped a tall ass motherfucking fence. Like, tall fence. And I was just like, dude, I cannot fucking jump a fence, dude. She was already over the fence. Me and my friend booked it to my friend's house. We went through his backyard. They got my friend that jumped the fence because there was another car in front of my friend's house. So I decided to like try hiding somewhere. So I tried hiding in his backyard, where his laundry was at, his laundry room. So I hid in there, but I left the door open. I was so paranoid I didn't have time to close the door. And the cops were like, you need to come out, we got your friends. Eventually they're gonna say your name. And in my head I was like, dude, don't let my friends snitch me out. Don't let them snitch me out. So eventually they found me, dude. They found me. Like, I was standing right there by the laundromat, like shooken, like I was scared. He's like, step out right now. So they grabbed me by my hand, dude, and they're walking me towards the car. Guess what? My friends were in the fucking back seat, dude. Oh my god. So there we go. We're cramped up in the back seat. We couldn't move our fucking knees, dude. Dead ass. You've been in a cop car in the back, you cannot move your fucking knees. So we were like bitching, dude. Like they were treating us like shit. We were still young, even though we didn't give a fuck about life or school. And he's like, if you guys don't stay quiet right now, I'm gonna make sure they let you stay in jail. And I was like, you can't do that. He's like, watch me. keep it up with that attitude. So I was like, damn, dude, let's just stay quiet. So we ended up going back. They drove us back to school. And, we all got checked. Some of us had weed. We had lighters, all that bullshit. So the cops ended up leaving. Because I think Mr. Rodriguez, I think that's his last name. The principal that was there when I was there. And we all got suspended. And the next, a couple days later, we came back to school. And we're like, fuck, dude, I can't believe, like, we're good. We didn't get locked up or nothing. And, we just got suspended. So we're like, fuck it, dude. We're good. And my friend had moved into this house by middle school. And, like, we barely had became friends with her and stuff. And we would smoke at her house. And, a couple months passed. She ended up moving out. But we would still go there and, like, throw little kickbacks in the backyard, smoke up. Hella heads were there, dude. Like, hella. So there was this one time the fucking cops had raided it. Because they were hearing a lot of stuff. They did find a couple kids there smoking in the backyard. They got in trouble. They ended up putting alarms in the house. So there's one time when me and my friend were too lazy at school. We wanted to sleep. And then we're going, we were, like, thinking, like, nothing's gonna happen. We opened the back door. And all we heard was beep, 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 beep. Dude, we fucking booked it. We broke the fence from the back. We went back to school. We were just like, dude, like, where the fuck are we gonna smoke? And it was just all bad. We had, like, hella different spots that we were smoking. But, like bad shit was happening. Like, the alley, we couldn't smoke there no more. We used to smoke at the abandoned house. A lot of people started going. We went to my friend's house, but she moved out, and a lot of people were going. They got cut up. So, we couldn't smoke nowhere, dude. It was, like, done and over. So, there was days where we would ditch the whole fucking day of school. We literally pretended, some of our friends pretended to be our mom and said that we were sick. We ended up getting truancy and all that bullshit, but we ended up fixing it, right? And it was almost towards the end of the fucking year, I had got called into counseling, the counseling room, or the office of the counseling. And yeah, I would go to counseling here and there. I really didn't like it, though. I was not opened up to people. I was very closed-minded. I didn't like talking about my problems or nothing. I was a closed book. I was going through it. I was depressed, stressed. I really didn't care about school. I wanted to get out. I wanted to drop out. I had so much thoughts in my head, I was like, I can make it with jobs, I'll survive. But in reality, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I really didn't. I had a serious talk at the end of the year, though. And they told me, they were like, Lisa, you can no longer come to high school next year. And I was just like, wait, so you're saying I can't do 10th grade next year? No, you can't. And I was like, why? It's like, you're just a drama person. You don't care. You don't do your homework. Your credits are not good. You're always getting in fights. You're always ditching. You're getting caught up with weed. Your friends you're hanging around with, they're bad influence for you. And I'm over here like, damn, dude, am I that really fucking up? And I knew it, but, like, it hit me that point where they said I couldn't come back next year. And, like, mostly all my friends were going back the next year. But why did it have to be me? From all my friends, I was the only person separated. I guess I was the loud one or the most troublemaker. I don't know. But I was the only one that couldn't come back next year. And they had a couple of schools in mind. And they said, the best one for you is Bravo Lake High School. And I was like, what is that? It's a community day school, my counselor said. She's like, you'll do good there. You'll higher up your credits. And if you reach the requirements, you can come back maybe second semester of 10th grade year. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a try, And then I called my mom. She got out of the counseling room. She was mad at me. She didn't talk to me for a couple weeks. I didn't listen to them. And I knew I fucked up. So I decided that next year was the year I was going to get my shit together. So I started Bravo, and I forgot that my sister goes to school there, surprisingly. And it was kind of weird that I was going to school with my oldest sister, but at some point it was kind of fun, you know? I was like the little sister and shit. And it was cool while it lasted, you know. 10th grade year, I did kind of get in trouble a little bit, not too much. Because I was barely getting used to it, you know, with all my sister's older friends and all that. And it was kind of going good. It really was. So 10th grade year, I really didn't get my shit together. It was like halfways I got my shit together. 11th grade, boom. It fucking hit me like, bitch, get your shit together, dude. You either get it done or you're going to waste these 12 years for nothing. Do you want to graduate, Lisa? Do you? Like, I would talk to myself in the fucking mirror, dead ass, guys. Like, I knew I had to do something and I had to do it now. So, yeah, I would stay after school. I would get help from my teachers. Even though I had problems with one of the teachers after, forgot his name. One of our teachers was dismissed. So we had got a new teacher, and she was very racist. She hated my guts. She didn't let me graduate. It was hard on me. We tried so much, me and my other friends, to try getting rid of her. It was all bad. But you guys remember her if you guys were there with me. So 11th grade year, a lot of my friends from my group started coming back. And I told myself, I was like, dude, like, I'm doing so good now. 11th grade year, you know, in Bravo. Like, I kind of, like, didn't want to go back to high school, guys. I didn't. I chose not to go. I could have. I had my requirements already, like, there. But I chose to separate myself away from all of the drama, all my friends, all the bad people I just didn't need in my life. So 11th grade year was a little stressful because a lot of my friends were back, and half the time I was doing stupid shit. I was still fucking around. I wouldn't do homework here and there. And I was tripping off my hours. It was just all fucking bad, dude. It really was. But at the end of the year, I did try and ended up graduating to the next year. So it was 12th grade year in Bravo. Yes, my third year there. And I was kind of already like, I had my mind like, no, I'm not going to go back to high school. Like, I'm going to make something out of myself and I'm going to graduate here. Even though I would like to do it in high school with my classmates, I chose to stay. Because not only did Bravo, like, teach me to become a better person, but it showed me a lot that I am really someone and I can be someone in life. And they were always there, like, even though the teachers were shit, dude. Like, I don't know how the fuck they had teachers there. They did not give a fuck. But I had a lot of support there. And half of my friends actually grew up, dude. They grew up. And they knew that we had to, like, just get her done. You know, we had to get shit done, and that's it. To graduate. Like, I wasn't just gonna drop out and be like, fuck these 12 years of nothing and never get my fucking diploma. Hell no. So 12th grade year, I was stressing. I was doing everything last minute. Some of my friends were on board with me. We were trying to get our stuff done. Half of my other friends were still fucking around, always getting in trouble in Bravo. But it's not a bad school, though. The kids are the ones that are bad. Yeah, some of the teachers did try. They tried so hard to get us to do our shit and on time. And others just didn't care. Like Miss Rodriguez, dude, I loved her. She helped me so fucking much. She was always there to listen. So, you know, we tried getting stuff done, doing our portfolio hours. Caceres was very helpful, dude. He went through hell with me. Like, I put him through hell, but I mean, he was there with me the whole step of the way. He said I was gonna be someone in life. He knew, he always had faith in me. He's all like, Lisa, I know your attitude can get to you. You're a loud mouth, but I know you got this and you're gonna graduate. So I was happy that Caceres is really like on my side, you know. He's like, I know you can do it, Lisa. So that had to happen, and it was a good talk I had with him. And some of my friends I left behind. I was like, you know what, you don't want to get stuff done, I'm gonna do it. So it was like almost the end of the school year, and I was tripping. I really wanted to graduate, and a couple weeks passed. I turned my last credits, and I was on the list, guys. I was on the list to graduate. I was, dude. You don't understand that feeling. Like those that you graduate, those of you that have graduated, like you know that feeling. Like I cried. I was like, dude, those that like fucking doubted me, like I fucking graduate. I'm gonna graduate. It was like the most happiest time of my life, dude. I was so happy. I proved myself that I can push myself, that I can do it. And I was gonna graduate. Like I was getting my fucking gown. It was a good moment, guys. I was so happy. And some of my friends weren't graduating, and I was very sad. I really thought they were gonna do it. There were a couple of my friends that stayed second year of 12th grade, so they were super seniors. And I'm very happy that they end up graduating as well. It doesn't matter if you stay another year or not, as long as you don't waste the 12 years for nothing and you graduated. So, you know, we were on break, you know, we came back, and it was a couple days till graduation. I was so happy. I was so relieved. I was happy, dude. Oh my gosh. And the day finally came. It came, guys. And I remember when I got my diploma, I just looked at my family and I was just like, I fucking did it. And those that fucking doubted me, fuck you, dude. Like, I knew eventually I was going to get my shit together. It just took me a long time, and it was a lot of process, you know? But I was so happy, dude. I was so happy to graduate. I did went to adult school a couple months, but I ended up not going. I started working. I had to do financial things. I had to pay things. But I was happy that I graduated. And from all that support I had, people that never gave up on me, always were there for me. So honestly, I don't regret not going back to high school, because you know what? Bravo made me a better person. It really did. And those of you that my video got a little cut off, but it's okay. So with that said, those of you that stayed on the boat with me and didn't get off of it, I'm thankful that I had you guys there with me so I can accomplish that goal to graduate. And I'm happy I graduated with some of my friends. And yeah, that was my story of just that 9th grade year that I stayed in high school. Yep. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll be back with more videos. Let me know what you guys want to watch, what you want to hear. And yeah, thank you. Deuces.